we got some news on the internet that's pretty epic. Let's go. We live.
Oh, we have most Reggie Fils, man!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live, ladies and gentlemen. You are not ready for the epicness that's about to ensue. What's up, everybody? Coming into the chat. We lit, we here, and we ain't going nowhere. The grind is serious. The grind continues. The grind is epic. Speaking of epic, we have some epic news, ladies and gentlemen. I need everybody coming into the chat. First thing you gotta do is give the stream a thumbs up, bruh. Let's get it to 20 likes real quick, and then we're gonna give some shout outs to everybody coming into the stream. And then we have some pretty dope news today. And then we're gonna be gaming with the sponsors. We're not gonna be up late tonight, but we're gonna get some games in. We're gonna get around a knockout tour in. That's right. We're gonna get knockout in. We're gonna get some Street Fighter 6 in. And then that might be it tonight. Might just be those two games tonight. But let's get to, let me say what's up to everybody. Chris, Early Gang, Luke, Let's Go, Bowsette, Thugs, We Happy Ducks, Lake Show, Tony, Contra, Bustin' Justin, Bane, Dion, Sheldon. What's up to everybody coming into the chat? As y'all come in, give the stream a thumbs up. Let's get, before we start with the news, all right? The news is coming, y'all. The news is epic, y'all. Let's play Jury Fighter 6. Hey, I'm turning on Jury tonight. We're going Jury Beast Mode tonight. You going down, Contra. You going down. And Hayes. Both catch it. All right. Bro, he said they're gonna catch my fist sending right back at me. Mike, what's up, bro? Mike, shout out to Mike. He won the Switch 2 giveaway. Let's go, Mike. I see you in the chat. All right. Speaking of giveaways, we will be giving away a copy of Donkey Kong Bonanza. Plus the amiibo, not just the game. We're also giving away the amiibo to a lucky subscriber. Shout out to Michael Wilson for sponsoring that giveaway. It's on my X page. You just got to retweet that tweet. You should already be subscribed if you tuned in already. Get in that giveaway. And in August, we will be giving away a copy of Madden 26, but that giveaway is just going to be for sponsors. That's going to be a sponsor exclusive giveaway just for the sponsors. We will be giving away a copy of Madden at the beginning of August. Mid-August, it's going to be lit. So let's go. We lit. We had 11 likes, 9 people, bruh. I know I can get 9 people, bruh, to give the stream a thumbs up. Let's go. You played it. Good stuff, Scott. All right. Dude name is Scott Free. At this point, we're only 5 days away. I don't even want to get spoiled. I don't even want to play the demo. I don't want to look at any more gameplay of the game. I just want to experience the game for myself. It's going to be epic. We're going to do a midnight launch stream for Donkey Kong Bonanza. And it's going to be a crazy stream, bro. We're going to be up all night. It's gonna be fire, bro. I can't wait till Donkey Kong drops. All right, let's get to the news, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of dope Switch 2 news items. The first one, I gotta talk about this game. I've never been so conflicted playing a game. Wild Hearts S on the Switch 2. There are some parts of this game that looks better than the PlayStation 5 version, not gonna lie. And there are some parts of the game that look worse. The game runs at 60 frames per second, feels like a next-gen game. Then there's some parts where it's completely unpolished. This is a game that I feel should have been baked in the oven a little longer. Am I enjoying the game? Yes. Am I gonna pick up the game at the end of the month? I'm still not sure, bro. I'm gonna finish playing through the demo. I'm gonna change to a bow weapon next time I get on this game. And maybe it'll click more for me. But it's not a bad game. I'm not disliking the game. It's just, it's not quite there. So, the more I play this game, is all poppins. Hey, facts. Hey, Johnny. Hey, just keep DM me, keep updating me, let me know about what we talked about. Shout out to Johnny, bro. I see you. So, the game, you could tell it's not a polished game, but it's almost there, bro. All right. Now, here's my thing, and this is why I'm 50-50 on the game. There's so many other games I'm going to be playing in July, bro. 2 in particular. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, we could probably do some 2-player co-op with me and Joshua. That's gonna be lit. Yeah, we gotta do that.
Hey, I can shout out for it.
There you go. Donkey Kong Bonanza and WWE 2K25. I'm gonna be on that too. So depends where I'm at playing those 2 games. We might end up picking up Wild Hearts S. We'll see.
We did say we played in July.
Yeah.
Way
So,
more than, way less than
yeah. So we might pick it up. So, and to be fair, it isn't only the Switch 2 version that's suffering from issues with this game. I heard when it launched on the PC players were complaining about it. On consoles too, there were some issues with the game. So, Wild Hearts S, it's a mixed bag. So, the good thing is, and I'm glad they did this, there is a demo on the eShop so you can play the game yourself. I still think, though, I heard a basketball game is coming to Switch 2 called 2K26. You might get it, Chris. That's right. NBA Jam 2K26. 2K26 Playgrounds coming to that Switch 2, boy. It's gonna be fire, boy. He's on fire. Now, hey, but real talk, NBA 2K26 on the Switch 2 is gonna be fire. It's gonna have we're getting the next gen / it should be at this point called the current gen. We're getting the current gen version, the same version as the PlayStation 5. Gonna be fire, bro. Now, my only thing with 2K right now, they got to get those pre-orders up on the eShop, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. At first I was like, all right, I'm satisfied that at least we're getting the next gen version. 6'4", what's up, bro? Gonna be on that 2K. I'm gonna be on it, bro. But I'm gonna be playing with the sponsors, primarily 2K. I gotta keep it real. I'm telling everybody that used to run with me in 2K, like I'm prioritizing running with the sponsors. We're gonna get those vibes like how we used to do, Chris, 2K18, where we used to disappear loading in the parks. So we're gonna be lit, man. We're gonna be taking the game to win and stuff, but we gotta stop taking the game so serious, bro. We can't go to sleep stressed out about 2K anymore, bro. We gotta go to sleep laughing about 2K this year, boy. And so, here's my thing. We got more news to talk about. Hey, y'all blame Chris. 2K18 champion, let these boys know, L. They gotta put respect on my guy, L name. He's still wearing that virtual ring, boy. Put respect on L's name. Here's my thing. At first, I was like, okay, at least we're getting the PS5 version of the game. Thank you. And that's a big W. That's the most important thing. Bro, Chris did not say that. Oh, my goodness. Chris said you won with a D+ grade. L. I got 2. Chris got 2. Wait, Chris got 2 championships too? And you got 2? All right, but here's my thing. We're going to keep it moving. Madden. On the Switch 2, if you order the $100 version of Madden, you get to play the game 3 days early. Bruh. Shout out to my guy Lucas who pointed that out for me. You know what I did immediately? Live on stream on the last stream we had? We pre-ordered Madden. ASAP. Live on stream. So you know what your boy can do? I can now play Madden on the Switch 2 3 days early. That's when I said, hold on. Oh, now 2K. Y'all got to step it up now. You know what? I'm so conflicted with Wild Hearts. I want to play the game more now. I might end up still getting Wild Hearts S. Here's my thing, bro. If we're allowed to play, they're giving us an opportunity to play Madden early. We need those pre-orders on 2K, like the Legend Edition, the $150, the $100 edition, that allows you to play the game a week early. On the other platforms, you'll be able to play the game a week early if you pre-order like the Super Duper edition. I don't know the name of it. Here's my thing. We need to have that option on the Switch 2 too, bro. We need to have everything the other consoles are getting. So 2K Nintendo, I don't know what y'all need to do behind the scenes, but y'all need to make that happen. Paid, what's up, bro? To beat you with my Detroit Lions on stream. Let's go, Luke. Hey, we're going to have a Madden League for the sponsors too, Luke. It's going to be lit, bro. Let's go, Luke. We lit, man. Hey, and you know we got to run 2K too, bro. Hey, Luke's been like my right-hand man in 2K this past year, bro. The last years I've been playing 2K, so shout out to him. Shout out to Willie Man, bro. I see Willie Man on the PS5 now. I don't see him on Nintendo anymore. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. So Wild Hearts S, I'm at a 70% chance of getting this game. That's how I feel right now. So I might end up still getting Wild Hearts S at the end of the day. All right, next. This next news is pretty major, ladies and gentlemen. When I saw this on the internet, I was like, OMG. Y'all better watch out. Oh, you all right? Okay. Y'all better watch out for Donkey Kong Bonanza spoilers. Somebody posted a picture of a copy sealed box art of Donkey Kong Bonanza, not in a store. And the post was, copies of Donkey Kong Bonanza are out in the wild already. Wow. So, people have copies of Donkey Kong Bonanza available.
How did you get my game?
This is why retailers, they break street dates by accident. I don't know if Nintendo still sends their games to mom and pop video game stores, but they somehow get the games and they sell them early to get those sales. And this isn't unusual. Big releases, major releases, copies tend to go out in the wild before the game actually launches. So in the next few days, expect to see clips, videos, spoilers of Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I am going to keep an eagle eye out for and not watch. We can't watch it, bro. We don't want to be spoiled. There are some things, like if there's something crazy in the game, I might say type spoiler on X and then warn before you click on. But for the most part, I want to go into this game like just fresh and just be wowed and just have a smile on my face when I play it.
We barely know
But
about the snow level. We've watched like 2 images.
That snow level
See
looks
that one?
crazy right there. The water level too, the beach, everything about this game
Beach
just looks,
reminds me of Seaside 2.
it looks dope, man.
The beach just reminds me of Seaside 2.
Yeah, and so copies of Donkey Kong Bonanza are out in the wild. But we only have, ladies and gentlemen, 5 more days. 5 more days until this game launches. You can preload the game on your Switch 2 right now. If you pre-order the game, it'll preload onto your Switch 2. Nintendo, if this game does not have a midnight release, oh my goodness, y'all have really dropped the ball. This game definitely needs to have a midnight release. And I do think at the end of the day, this is going to have a midnight release. It has to, bro. Game is too big, too epic. Speaking of too big, right now, as we speak, it is the #1 selling game on the eShop.
It hasn't even come out yet. It's already beat Mario Kart World.
That's right. It has dethroned Mario Kart. And you know what? This is the only game that dethroned Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is actually #3 right now. Tony Hawk 3+4 is #2. And that's, I'm even more. Yeah, it did. But I'm even more excited for Tony Hawk being #2 than Donkey Kong being #1. Why? Because, oh my goodness, I just saw something. King K. Rool is in this game. Oh my goodness. This is how I know King K. Rool is in this game. Based on this right here. Watch this. Right here. Notice this. This is an ostrich head. This is an ostrich head right here. And watch the neck of the ostrich head going up right here. Just watch this. Just watch that. That's an ostrich head and the neck as a part of the land, the stage. And we know an ostrich is in this game. Y'all remember that clip? Herson, what's up, bro? There is a clip in the Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct. This same video. It's near the end. Is it in the song part?
Yeah, it is.
Where we see King K. Rool?
No, it's in the continuing
Claws. All right, let me see. All right, y'all saw that, what I just showed with the ostrich. A part of the land, and there's an ostrich in the game. All right. No, I'm not going to turn on the audio. Where's the song at?
That was the song.
All of that was a song?
Yes.
All right. And we're not going to look through it, but it is. Now, I pretty much confirmed that King K. Rool is in the game. Because
Yeah.
I got to find that ostrich. I should have timestamped where that ostrich. Oh, it is. 350? Around 350. Remind me, Joshua, around 350. I need to do a screenshot. Why is that important to see that ostrich like that? Because we also saw the claws of King K. Rool. The fact that we saw the ostrich and then we were able to see the ostrich as an elder and transform into an ostrich bonanza. King K. Rool is going to be an elder in the game. Maybe he's like the evil elder. I don't know what capacity, but he's going to be an elder in the game, and there may be a crocodile bonanza transformation. There may be a crocodile transformation, bonanza transformation. Based on that, I think there is, bro. That's crazy. But Donkey Kong Bonanza right now is the king of the eShop sales, and copies of the game are out in the wild right now as we speak.
Yeah,
crazy.
Just saying, if you're going off that animation information, you'd be able to turn off be able to turn it into a giraffe. Because I keep on seeing giraffe shapes in the direct. Like,
I need to see it. Maybe there's more Bonanza transformations that we're not aware of. I thought somebody saw, like, in the menu, like, there's 2 more possible transformations. But we'll see.
I never saw one.
All right, here we go. You pre-ordered it today, Lucas. What's up, my guy? We are at 20 likes, y'all. I need 10 more people. 10 people to give the stream a thumbs up. Give the stream a like so we can get more likes. Let's get more likes, y'all. All right. Here we go. This next news. Pretty epic. And put respect on the Mario sports games. I've seen so much Mario sports slander on the internet. So many people, because of this news. Camelot Software, who has recently been responsible for some of the Mario sports games. They've also made the Golden Sun games, which I get it. People want another Golden Sun game. I would take a Golden Sun game. What's up, ASAP Pops? What's up, bro? I would take another Golden Sun game. But here's my thing. They also make Mario sports game. And it's being reported that they are nearly complete in their development of a Switch 2 game. Eva Hodis, what's up, bro? Real, stop digging in your nose on stream. Nobody wants to see that. They're working on another sports game. Will not be available on the ship, and no early access edition on Switch 2. That's crazy, bro. So we'll see. Hey, Lucas, thanks for that information, bro. I'll send it out. Hopefully that I could get them to change that, bro. They gotta come on, bro. Y'all can't do Nintendo like that, bro. That's crazy, though, if that's true. But remind me to tweet that out, Joshua. Bro, you know what sports game we haven't got in a while?
In 6 years, we
He, my son Joshua said in 6 years. How does he know that it's been 6 years?
I saw a video of where it said it's been 4 years, and now it's 2 years ago. So
Oh, since a sports game.
No, it says a Mario baseball game.
No, it's been longer than 6 years. Because that would be 2018. It's been longer than 2018.
Because they went back to the Wii to make a new game for the Wii. They went back to the
Okay.
Wii.
Well, that's been more than 6 years.
100 years.
That's
Wow.
more than 6 years. All right. It's just the base version. It's true. He said, no, it's just the base. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we just get that version. I'm cool, but we should have gotten the game early, bro, on the Switch too. But here's my thing. Back to Mario and the sports games. We want, that's right, I'm including y'all in what I want. We want another Mario baseball game. Long overdue. Mario Grand Slam. Y'all heard it here first. Mario Grand Slam on the Switch 2. And speaking of Camelot, bro, y'all gotta put respect on these sports games, bro. Even the worst Mario tennis game was still a good tennis game. That bare bones Mario tennis game we had on the Wii U, yes, the sentiments are valid. It was lacking features, lacking game modes, lacking different courts. But the most important thing, when you were on the court playing the gameplay was still perfect. And so they've never made a bad sports game where I can't even play this, the gameplay is horrible. No, it wasn't. No one complained about the gameplay in those games. It was, I wish they had this mode, or I wish they had this feature. So they still always made solid sports Mario games, bro. So Camelot is near the end of completion of another sports game, and we want that Super Sluggers, bro. We want to knock out a home run, a grand slam. Mario Grand Slam for the Switch 2. So that would be fire. That would be epic. That would be pretty amazing. All right. Playing on my couch while watching NFL NBA games will be fire. Facts, Lucas. Hey, we lit, bro. We are lit on the Switch too, man. All right, yes, Joshua. Then we're going to get to the next news item.
I don't think Kirby Air Riders is going to be delayed. Actually, I think it's going to come out in November, so that Sakurai has more time to work on the next Smash game.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he has more time to work on the next Smash game too. We want the next Smash game on the Switch too. Bro, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have our first game reporting to run at 120 frames per second on the Switch 2. No, it's not the game on the screen. I just put up a random, I always have just random Nintendo Direct in the background. We all know that the Switch 2 is a 4K, 120 frames per second. Look at that console. Ease X Proud Nordics. It's a JRPG game. It's being reported to run at 120 frames per second on the Switch 2. This was originally a Switch 1 game, but the frame rates were uncapped. And it's being reported that this game is running at 120 frames per second. Bruh, they beat Metroid Prime 4 to the punch. We all know Metroid Prime 4 will have the ability to run at 120 frames per second, but it looks like this game does. And that's just great news for the potential of the system, man. Nintendo really gave us a system that it's great in the hands of developers. Developers can pretty much put any game they choose to on the Switch 2 with the correct optimization. So it's good to know that games are already touching that 120 frames per second threshold, and I can't wait to see what other games will be at 120 frames per second during the lifespan of this epic console, ladies and gentlemen. 120 frames per second on a handheld device, unheard of. But Nintendo managed to do it. We lit. We on top. Give the stream a thumbs up, y'all. All right. Now, Digital Foundry, aka Digital Foundry, they just did a recent analysis of GameCube NSO games, specifically latency tests. And I'm going to share my thoughts on my impressions of playing GameCube games so far on the Switch 2. And y'all can tell me if y'all had the same experience. First of all, the GameCube games feel like free HD remasters, bro. Those GameCube games, yo, AJ, I know you play the, is it Ease? I don't know. That's the weirdest JRPG name. Ease X Proud Nordics. If you've played that game, it's being reported that that game is running at 120 frames per second. Shout out to Michael Wilson. I see you in the chat, my guy. I did announce that Donkey Kong Bonanza giveaway plus an amiibo sponsored by my guy, Michael Wilson. That's right, we will be giving away Donkey Kong Bonanza with an amiibo. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you follow me on X, and we are going to be lit. Ease X Nordis. They're saying that that game is running up to 120 frames per second on the Switch 2, which is crazy. That's what the latest news is. But let's go. Let's keep going. Back to the GameCube and NSO. The games feel like free HD remasters. Y'all remember when we were paying $50, I think it was $50 for Twilight Princess HD? We're getting all of these GameCube games. No, GameCube games in HD. When you turn on NSO GameCube games, you immediately notice the resolution boost compared to the original games on the GameCube immediately. And I know Digital Foundry just did the latency tests. And I have to say this is my thoughts on that. When I'm playing GameCube online without an online session by myself, the games run perfect. When Wind Waker played it on stream. Perfect, no issues. I notice no latency when I'm just playing my GameCube games. However, and this is a big however, and Nintendo needs to fix ASAP. When I played Mario Strikers online with friends at launch, the latency was horrible. That game was unplayable. This is why Strikers was unplayable. The whole point of Strikers is not executing those strikes where the meter goes back and forth and you have to push the buttons right in that slim margin. With the latency, impossible. Nobody was able to pull off a strike charge. When we were playing in our session, how bad the latency was. And so, Strikers Online is pretty much unplayable, especially when trying to pull off time striker shots. Now, do I believe Nintendo will fix it? Can I send you the screenshot from the 2K Discord anyway? Yeah, Lucas. I don't know how you can send it to me. On X, at me on X, reply to one of my comments on my latest post on X with that screenshot, Lucas. And I'll try to look for it. Now, I have confidence in Nintendo. I do believe they will fix the latency issues with an update for GameCube when you're trying to play in friend sessions. But for the time being, I'm just going to be playing the GameCube NSO single player because the lag is too bad. Now, so my overall impression is that the GameCube games hold up visually really well. And feeling like you're getting free remasters with every release is a huge plus, bro. Having those remasters, unmatched, man. Like free remasters. Not remakes, because it's still the old polygons or whatnot. What's up, Red? Hope you can get home in time. I'm not going to be on that late, though, bro. I'm not going to be on late, so hopefully we can catch you, bro. But so far, the GameCube Online is a big W. They just have to fix the latency, bro. The latency is an issue, and we're not going to pretend like it's not. It is an issue with GameCube specifically. When I'm playing the GameCube games. Bro, we have another one. All right, this next news item is pretty dope. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we might be getting some Kirby Air Riders news sooner than you think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Displays. What you mean free? We paying for that, yeah. Johnny, if he's referring to GameCube, yeah, we paying for it. We are paying for it. Oh, what I said free remasters. Yes, but it's included in our services. Displays for Kirby Air Riders are going up in Japan. And I cannot wait for this game, bro. Look how dope that looks, even with the short teaser that we got. This is just a short teaser, no gameplay, just to let you know that the game is coming. The game is scheduled still for this year, and I'm still thinking it could happen. It could happen. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen. The next Nintendo Direct, we're going to get a blowout of this game. The next Nintendo Direct, Nintendo is going to show us. More. We're going to get the first gameplay for this game. We might even get a launch date. This is what this next Nintendo Direct needs to do. Launch dates for those first party. Metroid Prime 4, we need a launch date. Kirby Air Riders, we need a launch date. Splatoon Raiders, more information. Age of Imprisonment, we need a launch date. We need a launch date for that too. So we need launch dates for the first party games, and we need announcements, those third-party announcements, because we know a lot of games are in the tuck being developed for this system. Those third-party developers see the success of the platform, and they want to put their games on the system. I think a lot of big announcements will be at this next Nintendo Direct. Could even be better than the launch Switch 2 Direct, which was crazy. The launch Direct was the best Nintendo Direct we've ever had, bro. The one that revealed Mario Kart World for the first time, Dusk Bloods for the first time, Donkey Kong Bonanza for the first time, Metroid Prime 4, 4K 60 frames per second. That Direct was crazy. Shout out to Nintendo for that Direct. And so I think throughout the lifespan of this system, we're going to get some of the best Nintendo Directs ever, bro. Ever. Yeah, we'll probably get a couple of farming simulators every now and then, but there's going to be so much more third-party support on the Switch 2 that there's going to feel like less fillers and fluff during the Direct, that these announcements are going to be banger, bro. Herson, what's up? That Direct was so fire. That's how you reveal a new console, third-party and gameplay. Facts. It was so few just CGI. Check out the concept of our game. We don't care about gaming concepts. Perfect Dark. That didn't even launch, that got canceled. We want to see true gameplay. Even though they did say that Perfect Dark, that was actual gameplay. But Nintendo shows us how their games are going to play, bro. And I appreciate them for that, bro. Donkey Kong Bonanza, we got gameplay. Mario Kart World, we got gameplay. Metroid Prime 4, we got gameplay, bro. Less CGI fluff and gameplay. I want to know what I'm going to be spending $70 on. $80 in the case of Mario Kart, if you didn't get that bundle and saved yourself $30. So, Kirby Air Riders, displays are going up in Japan. We should be getting some information soon, and it's going to be epic, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Joshua? What do you say? Yeah, there you go. And I said it before, but it's worth mentioning again. We are 5 more days.
Basically 4.
Yeah, because this day's done. Technically 4 more days away until Nintendo releases another certified banger, another certified classic, a game that will be talked about for generations to come. Donkey Kong Bonanza. We're going to experience another game-changing moment in 4 days because of Nintendo development greatness. And I cannot wait for this game. Trash. All right. Speaking of games, it's being reported the FBI, that's right, we're talking about the FBI.
What?
The FBI says the websites that allowed illegal downloads of Nintendo games that they confiscated and shut down resulted in a loss of $170 million to gaming. $170 million was lost because of those websites that should have went to gaming developers. And you know what? I'm glad that this stuff continues to get shut down. Supporting stealing from developers is crazy, bro. When you illegally download your games from those websites, you're really stealing from developers, bro, because they put all their work into these games and then you just steal them instead of them recouping. Even if it's an old retro game, it's still like through subscription services or whatnot. It's their intellectual property and you're stealing it from them. There's no way around it, bro. So it is what it is. I'm glad. They need to keep your foot on their necks, Nintendo. keep seizing, keep rating, keep getting your due return for the games that you put your work into. All right, bro, this next news item, pretty dope. Final Fantasy. This year is the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy, which is probably the greatest RPG series ever. Not probably, it is, bro. Final Fantasy, historic.
Wait, have they ever made another game past Secret of Mana?
Yeah.
Like a sequel?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have sequels to Secret of Mana. They just call something like Secret of something else. All right, or Mana something else. They have more Secret of Mana games. But this year, it's the 35th anniversary of the Final Fantasy series this year. And I have one of the most, I still remember as a kid, my dad, their grandpa, buying me the original Final Fantasy on the NES as a kid. And I loved that game. I played that game to death. I had, ladies and gentlemen, the Final Fantasy Player's Guide. That's right. And I studied that thing like a math book, bro. I memorized how many hit points to take out certain enemies and what to do in certain sections of the game. We were lit, bro. So shout out to Final Fantasy. Shout out to Final Fantasy. Bro, not enough is being said about Dragon Drive.
What? No, wait. So first, Dragon Drive is being remembered, but Kirby Riders is being forgotten. Now Kirby Air Riders is being remembered, and now Dragon Drive is being forgotten.
Dragon Drive. Put respect on that game name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon
Is it what?
Drive.
It's not already out. My daughter just asked, is it already out? My kids, hey, my kids want to play this game. Y'all are sleeping on this game. But there are a lot of younger audiences. And I'm going to play it too. I'm not going to take it serious. But this game does... just leave that. Just leave that. Something just... I know what it is. That old green screen. Just leave it. There are a lot of people that will be playing this game. And it's only $20, bro. It's only $20. Comes out in August. Put respect on Drag X Drive. We will be playing that game. Speaking of Nintendo Direct, how many of y'all in the chat feel that we're still going to get a Nintendo Direct to end July? Do you think it's still possible? I'm still holding out that it could happen. I'm still in the camp of I do. I think a Nintendo Direct can still happen in July. I'm hoping it's not this coming week, but the next week, the 21st through the 25th, that week. I think we could still get a Nintendo Direct. I think it's still possible. Games like Elden Ring. Do we have a release date for this game? I don't think we do. And so I think it's still possible for us to get a Nintendo Direct to close out July and keep the Donkey Kong Bonanza momentum going, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's still possible. We still holding out. Give the stream a thumbs up if you're coming into the chat. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody coming through. And we do have one more news. We're going to game today. I'm not going to be on long tonight, sponsors. So I got stuff I got to do. All right. All right, Joshua, just chill out. All right, here we go. Man, it's 10. Yeah, I might have to cut it off at 11. By 11 o'clock, I got to head out, y'all. One more hour. All right. There is a rumor that Dragon Quest VII will be remade, that there's a Dragon Quest VII remake in the works. And I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Dragon Quest XI was so good, bro. I feel like the series should just keep moving forward. And we know Dragon Quest XII is being worked on. They didn't just focus on that game, just another game. For me, with Dragon Quest, the 2D remakes are fire. But 3D Dragon Quest remakes almost feel, I don't know how I feel about them. If they do release one, I do think that the Switch 2 version will be the best-selling version, but I'm more for all new games. Don't game, you need a break, OB. Don't game, you need a break, OB. Now, hey, let me know if anybody's on and want a game. If there's not a lot of people tonight, we might just game tomorrow. But tomorrow I will be on earlier. At here, let me see. Was there anyone? Now, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, tonight. Yeah, L, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on. I'm going to game tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're going to be gaming with the sponsors. Yeah, y'all got to go to sleep too anyway. We're going to be gaming tomorrow night with the sponsors. OBB giving out. L, you funny, bro. I would play some Street Fighter. Now, I'm going to be on. In Street Fighter, I hold it down. I'm all right. I'm not the greatest. Tomorrow night, I'm not going to have anything to do. So we will be gaming tomorrow night. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to game tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're going to game, y'all. All right. But I appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate y'all tuning in tomorrow night. Getting it in August. Hurston says a Nintendo Direct in August. And I'm cool with a Direct in August. I would be cool with that. I really would. I would be cool with a Direct in August. All right, I'm going to be gaming tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, not going to have anything to do. Tonight, we got some things to do. All right, y'all. What do y'all think about everything we talked about? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, where's my thing at? Oh, not this. But before you, where is it? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, I should just hit my hand. I can't do it. Bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out. Peace. Red, Dragon Drive is definitely going to be 60 frames. That game is probably going to be 120 frames per second. All right, y'all. We heading out. Peace. We out. No, we heading out. Peace.
Oh, we almost have a Reggie Fils-Aimé!
Obi-Wan plays.
Yes, right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.